All right, here we are. Game number one of Alliance High Coast Esports. I got my good friend Seananigans here,
10 seconds remaining.
and we are looking at the draft.
5 seconds remaining.
So, pretty standard stuff. Winter Wyvern just got some play from last game, but it's been kind of quiet. But as far as the Ember Spirit, Monkey King Coddle, pretty standard.
Dire team ban.
Looking at the
Yeah,
bans, like it.
I
Is standard, Ning
think
standard, pretty chalk so far.
the most interesting thing here was that nobody favored the puck. Um, he made it through the first round, and nobody wanted him.
Yeah, wow,
10
that's
seconds
true.
remaining.
Probably gonna get taken out here in this second, or get picked
5
up.
seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to ban.
The Winter Wyvern's interesting, and I haven't seen a game with it yet, so
It was just
I'm
in the
looking
last
forward to that.
series.
Was it
Yeah,
okay?
that was a.
I love that hero. I think he's hilarious. When you can just delete a support with his ulti. Um,
Yeah, gets a good laugh.
10
funny every
seconds
time.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All right, all standard bans here. Did they take the puck out? What do you think?
They very well could, because I mean, unless like they like playing Ember into it, so they might just let it go. And they
Alliance's
oh,
There it
turn to
there it
is.
is.
ban.
Some
Yeah, we've seen that matchup a couple of times, and in the mid lane, the puck usually coming out on top, but the Ember
can win.
sometimes breaking
Yeah,
even. Yeah, it just depends. That we've seen that first rune being critical to that matchup, and
10 seconds remaining.
deciding maybe it's a little too volatile for Ember to take on.
for sure. This is probably a Viper ban
5
here. Good
seconds
against Monkey
remaining.
King, I would say.
Man, I would love to see a Viper game. I haven't seen him. Enigma is a hero I've seen quite a bit in the last couple
They're
series.
banning out all the summons right now. Just like
Yeah.
all the summons, get out of here.
What do you know about High Coast? Are they big
10 seconds remaining.
pushers? Is that sort of their strategy? And that's why we see a lot of
5
these bans, or
seconds
what?
remaining.
I do know that I think Zibe is their offlaner, and he plays the Enigmas and the Beastmasters, and
Hmm.
maybe a Nature's Prophet could even come out here. I know he likes playing Nature's Prophet, so. And it's not the greatest against Monkey King, but it's just pretty good. And if you're looking for summons, and we've seen the Aghanim Shard just feels a little, I'm not going to say broken, but just strong, because broken is a little bit overused and overstretched. I'll just say strong.
The Aghanim Shard, I just have no idea how much value to place on that as an old school player just coming back to the game. Uh, that's like the steepest learning curve for me, is just figuring out what all these heroes do with their Aghanim Shards.
Yeah, this Clockwork here pretty much fulfills that roamer, like a Tusk or an Earth Spirit. Um, which, I mean, those are both in the pool, and I think those are just not so good
10
versions of,
seconds remaining.
or Clock is just a not so good version of Earth Spirit. So
5 seconds remaining.
interesting why they didn't pick that up. I guess they're just more comfortable with the Clocker. BKB piercing disable for Ember, a little bit longer range. That probably makes a little bit more sense.
Alliance's turn to pick.
And High Coast go with the Earth Spirit to keep the tempo up from a Clockwork. So what are we looking at here? We still have offlaners for both yet to be picked. And looks like the
10
4, or
seconds
no,
remaining.
the mid laner. Well, the mid laner's already
5
picked up on one
seconds
team, and
remaining.
Monkey King could go. mid, but I don't think so. I'm liking High Coast Draft a little bit better so far.
Dire team pick.
Shadow Fiend. Limp plays a lot of Shadow Fiend. And it's a lane dominator. I favor it in the Ember Spirit matchup. But with Ember Spirit, you get boots in your
10
bottle, and then you
seconds
just start
remaining.
roaming if you don't like your lane matchup.
Hmm.
5 seconds remaining.
So do you think they play the Ember into the Shadow Fiend, or are they going to pick something else up here?
They could take the Ember Spirit and go safe lane, but then you have to put some hard carry in mid, like uh, I don't know, like a Medusa or something.
Hmm.
And I don't think they're gonna do that.
Viper's still in the pool, like you said too.
Viper looks really good here. Like that's what I was thinking. Not sure if Zibe plays it, but it looks good,
Hmm.
especially with the Shadow Fiend magic damage coming out from that.
Shadow Fiend relatively squishy at the beginning of a game, and Viper can sort of
Dire
just burn him
team
down.
Templar Assassin.
So they do move the Ember to the safe lane
Hmm.
and take TA in the mid.
Gentlemen, I have arrived.
I'm gonna welcome in c2a4z to the
What is up, my
cast.
dudes?
Ready to see some TA play. I
Alliances turn to ban.
haven't
Woo!
seen TA
It's
yet this
TA
patch.
versus Shadow Fiend. TI 2 special. Take me back.
It's gonna be a good one. And S4 is gonna play the clock, right? And that's like one of his
5
I
signatures.
think
seconds
Clockwork has
remaining.
mostly been relegated to a support role,
Dire team
but we'll
ban.
see. It's possible he still runs it.
I think it's off lane picks coming out.
We see they're banning Morphling, so I think they're expecting maybe something very different coming out of Alliance here.
I just think it's a Nico baby special. And like
10
you just ban it
seconds
out just to
remaining.
ban it out.
Yeah, but right. Well, the team
5
that they have right
seconds
now,
remaining.
I mean, would you expect that Monkey King would go off lane?
It could. There's been a couple teams that experiment with the Monkey King in the off lane. Or Monkey King support, and Clockwork does go and play that off laner.
Oof. We saw this Winter Wyvern in the series before pretty much be good here. Big swing in
Winter
Mantra.
Wyvern, one of my favorite heroes, but boy, is it just tough to win
Alliances turn to ban.
games with
Great
him.
kill
Hmm.
potential early on. Kind of has the option to just get ran over.
They're still banning out hard carries.
Again, another carry ban here out of HCE.
I think they want to force this monkey to go
10
safe lane.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Really expecting, I
remaining.
guess, that this Monkey King is going to be off lane.
So strong offlaners this patch that could come out. Nature's Prophet, Tide Hunter.
Series. I'm trying to remember who Alliance targeted in their second series for carries off the cuff. It's not coming to me.
Dire team pick.
Viper ban. Thought we'd see that in the off lane for Z-Bay.
All right, what rounds out this team
Alliances
here?
turn to pick.
How did that get through?
Oh,
Looks
Mars
like
making it all
Mars
the way to the
sneaking
last
it
pick.
through the whole
Sort of
draft.
forgot about him.
good. I like that.
You know,
Amazing.
quite good with TA and Ember Spirit trapping in
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
big difficulty for TAs if you don't blow someone up immediately. You can kind of just run away from her. Mars stops that big time. Her Spirit also quite. Good with TA. I really expect
See,
this to
what does
be. It
Alliance
seems
want
like
here?
they know something that I don't.
Now select your heroes.
And
The
there's the Wraith
Kang.
King.
Yeah.
It's like this will be a handskin clock and an S4 offlane Monkey King.
Hmm.
In the battle of Kings versus Spirits, Sean, who do you think comes out on top?
Kings versus Spirits.
I love that.
I think you gotta favor. Oh, Ryan's a while behind here. um, I think I gotta favor Alliance here. They're just a great team, and I do like the draft more from High Coast, but Alliance is just really good. I gotta favor Alliance.
Yeah, I think I'm of the same ilk until I see High Coast able to actually beat Alliance in a game here. I mean, this Wraith King is going to do some solid work. The skeletons are really good against TA. Shadow Fiend also quite okay against TA these days compared to where it used to be. Those extra instances of damage from its ult really do some work.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be up to this Clockwork to really be the tempo setter most of this game with ganks. So, gonna ride Alliance. High Coast got to prove us wrong.
Yeah, I'm taking High Coast. I like their draft a little bit better.
Ooh. I like it, Ryan. I like it. I definitely like their draft on paper better. Put those characters in the hands of Alliance, and I think this is a steamroll.
Prepare for battle.
We have seen Earthspear do some crazy work so far this tournament as well. One of the better heroes in that support 4 role.
Are we gonna see something cheeky out of Alliance here? Weren't we seeing the opposite in the previous games with the Dire taking the bottom runes? Or am I just mistaken?
Yeah, typically the carry has been the one who's been left alone to just block their wave versus the full reading each other
That
like
ward
a book.
really
going
calling out
opposite
their little gank
directions.
here. They were gonna
Just having a little bit of technical difficulties. We're gonna see how this does the trick. Hello.
Oh, and here we go. Hey, Ryan. Welcome back.
Hey, how's it going? Just trying to figure out some audio things here.
FNG throwing in some early damage, huge damage on the Mars.
So do we get a 3-for-1 on runes here?
Yeah, S4 able to snatch a rune there while three of the members of High Coast had moved toward the south runes. Already a counter ward out of the Clockwork, chalking up that 100 gold.
So what do you think is going to be the most volatile lane here?
I think it's going to be this top lane. You can already see Clockwork throwing out one battery assault, putting both top laners at half health. Most kill potential is going to be coming out of that Monkey King Clockwork combo, in my opinion. Will be interesting to see how the roams of this Earth Spirit start to pile up.
Clockwork really wishing he had level 2 here.
Level 2 takes so long to get now. You just feel like you're waiting on it forever.
Nice dodge of the Illuminate coming out of the Monkey King. He can utilize that mischief ability to dodge projectiles like that.
I haven't seen that Earth Spirit taunt yet. I was trying to figure out where that music was coming from.
It's a good taunt.
And here
Trying something here in the bottom lane.
big damage coming on Chesty. Does Wraith King throw out another stun here? Switching it back into Era instead. Stun going to be enough here to likely get this kill.
Oh, big stun there.
Big
Huge
spear.
Sal.
Wow.
And the
he's
rollout.
And doesn't
no
take
problem.
any damage to break the salve.
Wow, what scouted that? That courier coming out, and Handskin was in deep looking for it. And then a top lane, we get the cogs on the coddle. Not enough.
And already you can start to see the pressure building up on this TA in mid as this Shadow Fiend, as I mentioned during the end of the draft, just kind of has a good time against TA with the changes to how much Raze really does work.
Approaching the 4-minute rune here.
You can already see some big setups from the supports top. Wyvern rotating up to try and help secure the bottom rune.
And another hero TPing in. Earth Spirit trying to get here to secure this rune too.
Clockwork be able to grab it. Does have the cogs, but here comes
turn
Earth
on him.
Spirit in. And that's going to be your first blood.
And we didn't miss it, boys. There we go. Auto refill in mid.
This Wraith King likely crying out to his Wyvern to get back to lane. Wyvern happy to do frontal damage to Mars during the bulwark while he has Arctic Burn up. Doesn't really care about the actual physical damage from the attack, but a burn on a strength hero starts to add up real quick.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Relatively quiet bounty runes.
You're gonna see Era here go back to grab both the bottom ones, most likely. TA trying to do some farming of the SF's jungle. Really smart rotation play from him. Knowing that SF is gonna want to nuke that wave.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Fort in mid to keep the pressure up on this TA.
SF gonna need to back off here though before he gives Era enough time to rotate over. Shadow Fiend still, even though he's level 6, is quite squishy at this stage of the game. Here it comes, the Arctic Burn up. Can they do enough damage to Era?
I'm just gonna give up on this
He's
one.
got roll.
Tower is under
He
attack.
does have roll.
Be alright.
Grab the Illusion Rune instead.
TA catching up with last hits now that she's been in the jungle.
And S4 with
Shadow
these
Fiend's still in
Illuminate
the lead.
dodges are so nice.
Yeah, and you can see here from Alliance a little bit tighter play on all their cores on the farming situations so far.
Clockwork looking to come in here. Try to get some good ward up, or maybe
He's
loop
looking
around
for the
a kill.
courier. They saw it middle, I think.
He's just
Now he's
tanking
just
this
running
tower.
right up through the tower.
Gonna drop the cogs as well here. See if he can't get out.
They
Take
got
that
the kill
trade.
first. Yeah, they will. They got the
Little-
kill first.
Little bit of an aggressive dive on the Clockwork. I think he was expecting to be able to sneak in behind that tower without taking any shots. Took 2 extra ones, and likely was the reason he died.
I mean, really, these
Comes to
side lanes
dive
are
in
the
on
1v1.
top. Monkey King gonna get beat down here by this arrow rotation.
Oh, you know what I didn't do was change overlay to the. I was still in the intermission overlay.
Classic. Got the tactical pause coming out on the side of Alliance before things get too out of hand. It's not actually a tactical pause.
I'm gonna use this opportunity to get coffee.
So what do we think? We got the armlet coming out from the Wraith King. I think I like that. I do like that.
Yeah, definitely like it running into this team. They're gonna be, trying to fight a little bit early. You have your Shadow Fiend and your Monkey King to also provide over the top damage. Radiance, though, quite good against this TA. We'll have to see if he goes back for it.
Got some good banter coming through here.
Looks like we have a little bit of a difference from our earlier series where Shadow Fiend just rushed the Boots of Travel. Here we have Treads into Yules, a little bit more old school of a Shadow Fiend build. Went out a limb.
Just something that wants to fight now.
TA looks to be going straight into the Desolator. Love that kill potential. Let's go a dive here on Handskin.
This is so
Not sure
funny
they
with
can
the Keeper of the
do enough
Light,
damage.
Earth Spirit, reducing the cooldown. It's hilarious.
It's a pretty neat interaction.
Interested to see if this Monkey King goes any kind of utility from the offlane.
I would think based on his team's builds so far, he's gonna have to be the utility character. We're not gonna be able to get any of that up on a Wyvern or a Clockwork. So
But
Shadow Fiend
what
going
utility?
the more
Maybe
fighty build.
Halberd or
Halberd great against TA, also pretty decent against Ember Spirit. Vlad's decent. You do have that stacking on top of the Vampiric Aura. Would have to be things like that for it to be a little fighty. Likely maybe a drums to help from that aspect.
I mean, could he just go Crimson?
Does keep his damage down pretty aggressively, which is not ideal for the Monkey King, but
Hanskin goes down easy in the middle lane. Just Earth Spirit TA dies in one stun. Oh, courier going down top.
a big knockback into the Shadow Fiend underneath this silence. Can he stay alive with the help of Monkey King and just goes for the TP. He's going to be free. It looks like our engagement
Just in
is
time for the
over.
Mars to come rotating into this. Made his way all the way from the bottom lane. And Wraith King is loving the space. He just ultis and gets out.
Wow. That clockwork against the
Ooh.
Mars looked fantastic. He throws down the Mars ult and he just cogs and says, "What are you gonna do?"
Monkey King diving in behind Era in the back. Probably going to slap him to death here. Does get the kill. He's going to have to get out of dodge, though. Gets caught by the Earth Spirit, or Ember Spirit. Big save from the Wyvern. 2 huge saves for Wyvern in the
Already,
last 2
yeah.
fights.
Already feeling that impact. And then now Wraith King's like, I'm here. I'm here to dance. TA's like, I don't care.
Yeah, that Wyvern looking great, and in this draft, they're leaning on their cores to do most of the work, and as long as Winter Wyvern can keep them alive, they're doing good.
Ember Spirit going in deep. Does get denied by the neutrals, though. Great
Insult to
play from the
injury.
Wyvern to turn and hit once.
And they had to start prioritizing this Wyvern, because if Wyvern can just sit back there and cast spells, then Alliance is going to like that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Maelstrom coming up here soon. I think Charlie is just going to do the standard Maelstrom into a vast BKB. I think that's the timing that they look to fight.
Middle tower
It's probably around that time Mars will have Blink Dagger.
Yeah, Mars only 800 gold away from the Blink Dagger already. 950, I guess.
Got Monkey King going for a Witchblade here.
TA has the Deso
Dire's bottom tower is
ready to go.
For the slow, huh?
top tower is under attack.
The value slow that it provides.
The item is quite good into TA.
And have we confirmed that it works on the Monkey King Warriors? Getting recalled into the fight. Ember Spirit. Chains. So much poke damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think that if that's any other hero other than Skeleton King, they might try it, but
Just a bit of posturing and then backing off. I'm gonna probably just try to dive this Monkey King top. This rotation.
and
But
he already
S-
knows.
S4, one of the people with the best situational awarenesses out of your long lanes.
And he doesn't even have a ward. I'm looking for the ward that he has to see. He doesn't even have it.
Nope. Just understood timing of them being off the map and where the core wants to be. Lions doing a nice job of holding all their towers. They were able to get the T1 bot while keeping their T1 top.
13 minute Treads Desolator. Not bad from the PA or TA.
And she's going to look to walk up mid most likely here and take this tower after pushing this creep wave. Probably like four hits maximum for TA with the Deso to get that tower down. Besides, it's not safe enough though, even though she had 2 people behind her. Tower is just going to go down to creeps potentially. Yep. Coddled not quite in time. There's the Blink Dagger for Mars.
Usually they smoke up on this, but maybe they're going to get vision first before they back out and smoke.
Ember Spirit has his Maelstrom on the way alongside of a Clarity. Just to pull
TA is
himself back up.
chunking, forcing rotations, making Wraith King not feel so comfortable just farming away.
He is going back for that Radiance, as we mentioned earlier. Does kind of need that to fight into this TA long term. TA going for Blink as well. Gonna have it here in about 200 gold.
She had the BKB queued up, so she switched to the Blink Dagger.
I actually like this Blink Dagger first. You really only have one stun that you care about your BKB stopping, and that's the Wraith Kings. And it's hard to initiate in as TA through a clockwork and cogs. Like having that blink to be able to jump across them to get into fights is going to be very useful.
Very
Yeah, I like the
interesting.
Blink Dagger.
The Ember.
They definitely need to get aggressive here, right? Because you don't want to fight them late. And so that Blink Dagger says, "Hey, we're gonna make plays now, so we don't have to fight you later."
Yeah, and of all the games that we've seen on Ember, we haven't seen a Lincoln's Ember, and it looks like that's what he has queued up.
You can just see that rotation in now.
Pops.
Wyvern though goes for the ult.
TA
Gonna be
is
some
so far
huge
out of
damage
position.
to the TA. Almost still kills the clockwork.
Almost gets the clock.
Everything's down. If I'm Dire, I think I might be running in here. You see Wraith King in mid.
They do have still some decent damage output, but oh, the spear catches the Monkey King. That's going to be the call to dive. Monkey King likely not able to fight this. Good call from Ryan there on the opportunity to engage with Wraith King being out of this fight.
And they know that
The
there's
scan
more
to
here.
see, did anyone stay here?
When you commit everything onto one hero, I mean, yeah, you get the kill, but you just have to back out and trade that kill for that tower, because you can't take a fight.
Yeah, I think the committing of the Monkey King ult was a little bit overkill. I think if they would have kept that up, it's likely that they wouldn't have pushed in onto that tower to fight, because Monkey King can just ult. Can't really dive under a tower and a Monkey King ult.
Looks like we're just a minute off. I mean, this Wraith King, stick, phase, armlet, and radiance at about, give or take, 18 minutes. He's a big dude right now, walking around. Oh, TA Imclaw, one of the best neutrals to find on her. Be massive amounts of damage coming out.
Wraith King gonna tidy up some ancients here. Keep himself safe.
Mars has got the blink and he's got the BKB queued up.
Yeah, I think the Lincoln's call from earlier on the Ember Spirit is much in the same realm of what I was talking about earlier, with the only targeted abilities being this Wraith King stun and the Wyvern ult. And stopping either one of those, even stopping the Yules from SF, be pretty useful on that Ember Spirit.
Feeling as if he doesn't need the full BKB, he doesn't need the commitment of the BKB, because there's not
Monkey King
incredible
going in here. Clock trying to make the save. Pops
Here
the ult
comes.
and just dies. SF with a DD though, coming in to clean up.
Clockwork able to stay alive that whole time.
They're just getting out, cutting losses.
Radiance is now up on the Wraith King. He immediately TP's top to start getting some more farm down.
Nico Baby is one of the few carries that like just TPs into farm, and he will put his TP on cooldown, even walk around with no TP in his TP slot and just farm. He's so aggressively farming. He likes farming on the map. He knows they take a fight on the bottom, and so nobody's really going to be coming up there looking to fight.
Yeah, and you can easily get at least this creep wave and the next one, because they'd have to TP into the shrine. And that's a long TP time
One of the
frame.
longer TPs in the game for sure.
So plenty of time for him to get up here, kill these creeps, walk down, get the jungle camp, and just keep marching back down toward the triangle. He also has his skeletons up farming the jungle down bottom.
And it's the ward placement is usually non-existent. What is non-existent right now, but usually not, is you usually see Wraith Kings ward up some jungle camps just so the skeletons can walk to them. And we don't see that here.
No, actually, the ward game from Radiant right now is kind of lacking. They have some sentries up, but only one observer ward on the map currently in front of Roshan. I mean, it's a relatively important one given how fast TA can kill it, but they're going to need to get up some extra vision here if they want to continue to feel safe on the map farming.
We've seen a lot of money poured into sentries this game, and it looks like High Coast coming out ahead right now with that. But really, I mean, the biggest ward that Alliance cares about is this Roshan ward, because the only thing I think that High Coast can use to win this game is Roshan.
Wyvern's got 2 obs up on her, so she's gonna be looking to get out there and get some quick wards down, post this TP. So she's TPing top.
See SF about 100 gold away from his BKB.
We got the blink queued up on Wraith King as well here. Not sure how much I like the blink at this stage.
Not what you expected?
Maybe he thinks he's like having trouble getting to the back lines.
Yeah, I think the BKB is just like a little bit more effective for him. Stop the silences. Stop the grab. Stop the hit coddle nonsense. Does spear go through BKB? No. So again, it stops the spear from Mars as well, which is a great disjoint in the fights toward Wraith King. Been seeing a lot of Wraith Kings here recently, yesterday and the day before as well, not just foregoing BKB entirely. Has not worked out for them very well.
Roshan is definitely a hot commodity right now for both teams. But TA is on the other side of the map. Don't think she's
And
going
if
to have time to
HC
farm that and get there.
If HC wants to stop this, they're going to have to move quick.
We saw the line drawn, but nobody's rotating in.
TA just still farming, going to be late to this party.
They've got to go.
Looks like they're going to
Cogs
engage back
stop
for the
so
fight.
much.
Gonna track
Uber
down
just deleted.
this Earth Spirit.
TA finds a DD. She's going to grab that and get in, hopefully. Hopefully there's
You
still
wait.
a fight to be taken.
Way too late to get to Roshan from the TA for now. Well, two
Pretty
heroes down.
devastating. TA deciding not to rotate in. I don't like that call.
Really just wanted to get her BKB up first before she fights more, but that might end up costing them a lot. 2 heroes dying plus the Roshan. And we mentioned that was
3-shot the clockwork in the bottom lane.
yeah, Clockwork not going to want to be on his own. Same thing with this Wyvern. She will die very, very quickly to this Deso plus the meld crit.
Witchblade up on Monkey King now.
TA looks to be going back for Daedalus now on her build, which I definitely like. Anything to
SF
enable. Go ahead.
SF opting for an Assault Cuirass next.
Yeah, and he's going to be the carrier for that over top of the Wraith King here. I think. Oh no, Wraith King
They
looks
both
like he's
have it
got the
queued up.
Assault Spirit queued up. Interesting. I would think you'd want to have your Shadow Fiend be the carrier for this and let your Wraith King establish some better strength items, make himself a little more durable.
Yeah, they probably just haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah, this Daedalus is going to be huge for this TA. Anything that lets you kill the Winter Wyvern in close to one shot is very impactful because that's really the hero gluing this lineup together for Alliance. If you can get that Wyvern down, The longevity in these fights gets a lot shorter.
Smoke's gonna catch nothing here.
They see the Earth Spirit here. Will he stay around long enough? They're about to walk through wards. Monkey King jumps in, can't quite get in front of the roll. It's gonna see a TP out from the downtown. Can they get the hook? Nope, doesn't go for it.
That's bad news. A lot of wasted time, a lot of space.
The good news is the Wraith King has been topped. He's gonna find a kill on the Coddle.
Free food, he's just gone. Some government cheese right there coming out from Coddle.
Government cheese. I can tell you the government cheese jalapeno cheese spread. Choice.
Good to see when the conversation comes out about these assault cuirasses, as they still both have it queued up.
SF's already got the plate mail.
And do they even realize? Are they even communicating?
So
both have a
does
plate
the
mail.
Wraith King. Definitely not wanting two assault cuirasses on one team. We'll have to see where they decide to throw one of these plate mails.
Big smoke. 2 couriers. They're just following him in to find the heroes.
Now they know when something is up.
Mars catches 2.
Shadow
King
Fiend
throws
not
his
in
ult
yet.
down. Shadow Fiend coming in the back. Gonna Yules go for the slam on this Earth Spirit. He will go down. Can they rotate into Chessie here? Not the person you want to be targeting. Wraith King is here to do some burn. Diving onto this TA. She's also quite hard to kill. Does catch her in the invis
Long
though.
engagement here. Buybacks on both sides have come out so far.
Oh, and this huge Earth Spirit damage. Fighting in this small choke.
Quite the engagement length. Are they able to
Still
get Wraith King a
diving onto
second
this
time?
Wraith King. I think they will be able to catch here with the TA traps and their next Earth Spirit roll. Ooh,
blinks
cheeky
into-
blink. Great location for this blink.
Wow, that could have been disastrous had they had a ward up. And at the end of that, only looks like a
Wow.
200 gold lead coming out for High Coast from that whole engagement. And SF switching to the Shivas.
Good item against the lineup of HCE, but definitely wonder whether or not he's upset about the 1400 gold investment into this plate mail.
I mean, he's gonna like the value armor no matter what.
SF queued up a B-fly now.
He's just taking the value armor at face value. Is probably not happy with the, let's just call it the pub-like communication coming out on item choices.
The pub-like alliance play, yeah.
Yeah. As much as it can be.
Time to see where the Wraith King goes with his level 20 talent, likely from movement speed. Does take that. We see this movement away from the skeleton power that we were seeing the other day.
Yeah, my 2K brain takes that, so makes sense why he doesn't. Are they gonna be able to catch? No, misses the slight chains. TA possibly gone on, but they're not gonna dive. I mean, really, they got the vision up here, but it's smoke. They're gonna feel safe playing here. It looks like they're gonna smoke up possibly. They're gonna catch out Nico, baby. Oh, he just goes in. He likes this fight. Immediately, he's gone. Another blink stun coming up here. Does he go? Does he get aggressive?
I think if he gets vision, yep. Glimmer saving for now.
Glimmer Cape just feels so darn good, but they catch him with the hook shot.
That ward doing a lot of work there.
The ward up here on the high ground, literally the sole reason why Coddle goes down. We're just going to take map control, which is a really good area to be taking map control around, knowing that Roshan's going to be coming up, taking these towers, playing for next Aegis.
We see Charlie just trying to do some damage to bot tower, make him use a fortification here.
They want to use that fortification anyway, so I don't know if that's the smartest move, but keeps this push alive. Are they going to try to threaten high ground with Roshan coming up? And well, it is a longer spawn, but they don't really know that. They have the courier in there, but they're going to threaten high ground.
I think this is likely to just make sure the skeletons can start getting some chip damage on the tower.
Her spear gets caught by Clock, and Kang brings him down.
Ooh, and a good dust gonna get the Coddle as well. Big fight inside of the Mars ult.
They just fight in it.
Monkey King finally throws his ult out. I think he should have thrown that out significantly earlier. As there will just be a disengage here, also having to blow the BKB charge. Not sure why he didn't throw that down inside the Mars ult.
Ceremonial robe is a really, really good item. They're gonna smoke and try to just take some map control, anticipating this Roshan fight.
They're gonna find Wraith King here. Can
Not
they
who they
kill
wanna
him
find.
twice? A big hook shot in. This Ember Spirit in trouble. Goes down before the Roche fight.
I'm not really sure if I agree with that move.
And immediately kill in the back on the Earth Spirit. This Roshan now gonna be free as soon as it comes up.
Just here in a couple seconds, really.
We'll see how fast the call is. Orange already pinging it. Here comes the Wraith King beelining in. And this should be free. I don't believe they can fight without their Earth and Ember Spirits.
What was Sean's prediction from the draft?
He's on the side of the Kangs.
Yep.
Same with
I think
myself.
Alliance, good team.
I think Alliance just playing the slow and steady game here, playing to their drafts strengths versus the HCE draft.
Which is
Knowing that-
interesting, right? They sort of announce it with the Winter Wyvern pick, and then they banned out all the pushing heroes.
Wraith King here just jumping in, has the Aegis is over on Shadow Fiend. Doesn't even have the cheese and willing to be this aggressive. Did get his basher though, so one quick bash on the TA. Could be the end of the TA. Big ult from the trees. TA not expecting that, gets taken down. Will she buy back? I believe it's down. There is no buyback here. Every death
Went down on
extremely
Wyvern,
important.
or went down on Wraith King.
The Wraith King not Not worried without TA. They're going to turn around and take this Rax for free.
Catch Earth Spirit on the back, just hanging around. Buyback from Mars, but he doesn't have Arena.
Aero Spirit is now down. Can they kill this? Oh, the cheese used on the Wraith King. Somebody passed it over. Don't believe they'll be able to kill him inside of 7 seconds.
We're seeing this
Gonna have to be
clockwork
careful.
being such a
Have to be
counter
careful
to
here.
Mars.
They dive in, immediately bashed on the Earth Spirit. That's a dieback. 64 seconds without 2 of them. Ember Spirit down as well. That's going to be the GG, I believe. No buyback on any of the characters. They can just freely take this mid Rax if they choose.
High Coast draft just doesn't have any real chance of just coming back into this game. Their draft was to be winning right now. Game was supposed to be over by now for them.
Gonna see some damage being done to the tier 4s here. They make the call knowing they got 30 seconds of it. And here comes the GG in chat.
High Coast really making him play this out. I wonder if there's any bad blood here.
I think they're
don't
just
think they're
reveling
gonna
in
make
their
them
loss.
play it out much longer.
I'd like to see a little bit better gamesmanship, though, coming out. Well, pie in my face. High Coast going down. Alliance taking game 1 pretty definitively. And that will be a wrap for game 1.